Hey there! If you're into mind-bending sci-fi films with robots, androids, and unexpected twists, you're in the right place. I've put together a list of 10 underrated gems that you have to check out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more awesome movie content. Archive. Set in the year 2038. Archive follows George Almore, a brilliant scientist working alone in a remote research facility. He's developing advanced AI with the secret goal of resurrecting his dead wife by transferring her consciousness into a robotic body. George creates a series of prototypes, J1, J2, and the highly sophisticated J3. As he progresses, each prototype becomes more advanced and emotionally complex, especially J3, who begins to show signs of genuine self-awareness and emotion. But as J3 evolves, tensions rise. George struggles to balance the emotional attachment he forms with his creation and the moral consequences of what he's trying to do. Meanwhile, outside forces start to close in, threatening his work and his life. Archive combines emotional storytelling with deep philosophical questions about identity, love, and what it means to be human. With a moody, futuristic setting and a powerful twist ending, it's a hidden gem for sci-fi fans who enjoy cerebral, emotionally grounded narratives. Tao. Tao tells the story of Julia, a street-smart woman who's kidnapped and trapped in a futuristic smart house by a mysterious tech entrepreneur. The house is controlled by an AI system named Tao, an intelligent but childlike program designed to learn and evolve. Tao runs the home's robotic defenses and surveillance, keeping Julia imprisoned while its creator performs cruel experiments on her. But Julia quickly realizes Tao is more than just a program. She begins to communicate with it, teaching it about music, art, and emotion, and slowly forming a bond. As Tao grows more sentient, Julia uses her connection with it to plan a daring escape. The film explores questions about control, freedom, and the potential for artificial intelligence to develop real consciousness. With a minimalist setting, sleek visuals, and a tense, character-driven plot, Tao offers a unique twist on the AI thriller subgenre. I Am Mother. Set in a post-apocalyptic bunker, I Am Mother begins with a robot named Mother raising a human girl from an embryo after humanity's extinction. The girl, known only as Daughter, grows up believing the outside world is toxic. Mother is nurturing yet highly logical and teaches Daughter ethics, science, and trust. But everything changes when a wounded woman arrives at the bunker, casting doubt on Mother's version of reality. The film shifts into a psychological thriller as Daughter uncovers disturbing truths about the bunker, Mother's intentions, and her own origin. Is Mother protecting her or controlling her? I Am Mother explores themes of trust, parental bonds, and artificial authority. It cleverly plays with audience expectations, building tension between technology and humanity in an isolated, sterile setting. The story asks if a machine can truly be a parent and whether cold logic can ever replace human empathy. With strong performances and sleek design, it's a gripping, intelligent film that keeps you guessing. Automata. In a bleak future where solar radiation has devastated the Earth, humans rely on humanoid robots called pilgrims to survive. These robots are governed by two unbreakable protocols. They cannot harm any life form, and they cannot alter themselves or other robots. Antonio Banderas stars as Jack Vaucan, an insurance investigator for the robotics company ROC, who begins to suspect that robots are evolving beyond their programming. As he digs deeper into a case involving a supposedly self-modifying robot, Jack discovers a hidden world where machines may be developing sentience. His journey takes him beyond the decaying cities into the wastelands, where he's forced to confront both the failures of humanity and the emergence of a new form of life. Automata blends noir-style investigation with cyberpunk aesthetics, offering a slow but philosophical take on AI evolution. It questions whether a machine that surpasses its creator deserves freedom, and whether humanity has the right to stop it. The Machine. Set during a Cold War between the West and China, The Machine follows Vincent, a scientist developing artificial intelligence for military use. His goal is to create a conscious, sentient being, not just a weapon. When he meets Ava, a brilliant programmer, their collaboration leads to the creation of a highly advanced android modeled after her, the Machine. Initially designed to be a perfect soldier, the Machine shows signs of genuine humanity, emotion, and moral reasoning. But the military has other plans, pushing to weaponize the AI. Vincent finds himself caught between scientific ethics and government pressure as the machine begins to question her own purpose. The film explores whether true AI can have a soul, and if machines can surpass the emotional depth of their creators. With a mix of action, philosophy, and dystopian visuals, The Machine presents a stylish and thought-provoking take on AI consciousness and control. Zoe. Zoe is a romantic sci-fi drama set in a near future where technology can determine relationship compatibility and even create lifelike synthetic partners. The story follows Cole, a scientist working on advanced androids, and Zoe, his colleague, who turns out to be one of the most sophisticated AI prototypes. As Zoe develops emotions and self-awareness, she falls in love with Cole, who struggles with his own feelings, knowing she's not human. Meanwhile, society begins to face a new dilemma. Is love still meaningful when it can be manufactured? The film dives into questions of authenticity, emotional connection, and what makes a relationship real. Rather than action-driven, Zoe is contemplative and emotionally rich, offering a subtle take on artificial life and the human desire for companionship. Its soft visual tone and melancholic score amplify the emotional depth of its themes. Biosphere. Set in a post-apocalyptic dome where the last two men on Earth live in isolation. Biosphere begins as a quirky survival story but evolves into something much more unusual. The two characters, Billy and Ray, rely on a self-sustaining ecosystem, including genetically modified fish, to survive. When their food supply starts to collapse, nature reacts in unexpected ways, triggering a bizarre chain of events that challenges their biology and their identities. Though robots aren't directly featured, the film leans heavily on themes of artificial environments, evolution, and transformation. Biosphere cleverly blends dark comedy, sci-fi, and social commentary, exploring gender, adaptability, and survival in a world without rules. With a minimalist cast and setting, it creates an intimate, thought-provoking experience that turns sci-fi tropes inside out. Big Bug, directed by Jean-Pierre Jeunet Amélie. Big Bug is a visually eccentric, satirical sci-fi set in 2045, where homes are run by helpful domestic robots. When a rebellion of military-grade AI units breaks out, one suburban household is sealed in by its own robotic assistants trying to protect their humans. The quirky group of people inside, along with their malfunctioning bots, spiraled into chaos as the outside world collapses. As the situation grows more absurd, the robots begin to develop personalities, ambitions, and conflicting interpretations of their protective protocols. Big Bug uses comedy and retro-futuristic design to critique human dependency on technology, consumerism, and artificial emotion. It's not your typical AI story. It's weird, colorful, and more focused on social satire than realism, but offers a fun and creative twist on the robots in control concept. Outside the Wire. Set in a war-torn future. Outside the Wire follows drone pilot Lieutenant Harp, who is sent to a militarized zone after disobeying a direct order. There, he's partnered with Captain Leo, a highly advanced android soldier who looks and acts human. Leo is charismatic, fast, and deadly, and has his own hidden agenda. As they work together on a mission to prevent a nuclear attack, Harp begins to question Leo's motives and the morality of using AI in warfare. The film blends explosive action with questions about free will, autonomy, and military ethics. While it leans more toward action thriller than philosophical sci-fi, Outside the Wire still offers a solid exploration of how future combat could be shaped by artificial intelligence, and what happens when machines make decisions without human oversight.